Hello and welcome to Perspectives, where we take a deep dive into the issues of the day and where we take a look at people's opinion on such issues. I am Ruth Osime.
And I am Majekodunmi-Oniru. On today's show, we would explore the rise of female infidelity. We have special guests and an exciting show planned, so stay tuned while we get started.
Welcome back to Perspectives, here on Uprise News. Not too long ago, a survey conducted by condom manufacturer Durex, in which 29,000 people in 36 countries were interviewed, Nigerian women were ranked as the most unfaithful in the world. The survey reveals that the top two countries with cheating women are Nigeria with 62% and Thailand with 59%. When the report was published, its authenticity was queried because if the survey was done with roughly 800 people from each country, how is this enough to make such hasty generalization, especially when Nigeria alone has a population of over 200 million people, with half of them being women? How does this now make our women the most sexually promiscuous? Women are often overlooked in conversations about marital infidelity due to the belief that they are less inclined to cheat on their spouses. Female infidelity is still frowned upon and considered a taboo, even though extramarital sex by men is socially tolerated and in many respects even encouraged. As a strong supporter of women empowerment, it's only rational that I ask why the focus is only on women and not the men as well. But the truth is, if we were to talk about men, especially Nigerian men, and infidelity, I'm afraid 24 hours of the day will not be enough, as the list of reasons given can stretch from here to eternity. Also, the bitter reality is, whether it's to give men a run for their money, or a taste of their own medicine, or the state of the economy, there's an alarming surge of women, married women, committing adultery in today's Nigeria.
Very well said. Truth is, the healthiest of relationships are void of cheating. They are consumed with happiness, fondness, memories, laughter, pleasure, future plans, and special entanglements. These relationships require two mutually whole individuals who prioritize themselves individually and collectively, with great self-care, comfort, and financial wellness for the long-term duration of the relationship. But as with everything in life, let's face it, only about 10% or less of the world's population enjoy the healthiest level of relationships that have little to no availability for infidelity. When most people get married, promises of fidelity are made, and these promises are expected to be kept. But human attraction to multiple humans is natural and infidelity is cultural. Now let's face it, for majority of the world's population, marriage is a gamble. A woman can gain 50 kilograms and change significantly after marriage. Thus so a man can lose his entire net worth, become violent, and change complicatedly after marriage. Even when family bond remains a priority, intoxicating romance for many may also be a priority. Historically, female extramarital affairs were condemned with severe punishments, such as naked whipping, public humiliation, banishment, amputation, financial penalties, and even death. Religiously, infidelity is considered a sin, and would likely remain so until the notion of heaven versus hell ceases to exist. Outside of religion, marital infidelity is mostly perceived as betrayal, filled with lies, secrets, deception, and loss of love. Infidelity is not a man or woman sin. Infidelity can be considered human desires, human preferences, and human reality at any given point in time. What needs to change is human reactions to infidelity in cases where fidelity is not humanly feasible. Fidelity is great, where achievable, and infidelity, on the other hand, will be discussed with our special guest. But for right now, a unique report on infidelity.
Romantic relationships are sometimes not a dream come true or as beautiful as many would envisage in the actual sense. Both genders sometimes blame the shortcomings in relationships on each other without necessarily taking responsibility. When it comes to cheating, it's easy to fall back on old assumptions that men are more likely to cheat with the usual list of justifications. That's become more and more untrue as time goes on. Traditionally, it's been argued that women are more likely than men to cheat because they are unhappy with the existing relationship, while men are more likely than women to cheat because they are looking for sexual variety or an opportunity presented itself. Some experts say the three main reasons women cheat are lack of love for primary partner, desire for sexual variety, and situational factors. Although social norms and movie portrayals often depict men as the sex more likely to cheat, studies show that the infidelity gap is narrowing, especially among younger people. Today on Perspectives, we will be taking a look at the factors that drive women to cheat, the audacity of today's women who are blatant about their dalliances, societal double standards of forgiving erring men and condemning erring women.
It's funny because this topic is so sensitive. Because I remember when I spoke to a few married friends of mine, they were like, I cannot come up and say this, I cannot come up and say that. But I think the truth of the matter is that what our parents tolerated from their husbands, our women of today tolerate less, and our children of tomorrow will tolerate even less. So that notion of, accept, because he's a man, just be understanding, is getting, the gap is narrowing more.
It is.
And like Ikena just said, the audacity of some women when it comes to this infidelity. But I'm not going to judge a woman and say, because you're having an affair, that means you're a bad woman or a promiscuous woman. There must be more pertinent reasons involved, because I don't think naturally women are born, they have that innate need to want to sleep with every man that comes their way, or to be unfaithful.
Yeah.
I think sometimes some of them are pushed to it. I'm not justifying and I'm not condemning. I'm just saying that before a woman can decide that she wants to step out, a lot of reasons must have pushed her to it, unlike men.
Right. I think even outside of marriage, it happens in single life.
Yeah.
When people are just dating, cheating,
Yeah, but it's more of a taboo when you're married. I think that's signing the dotted lines.
Yeah.
A man feels like he owns you, just like a woman feels like she owns
But with the
man.
rise of information, things are changing. Rise of feminism, when people
I think, but I don't know. I've never really known whether getting back at a man by sleeping with another man is the answer to the problem.
But I don't think women necessarily do it because they're getting back at someone.
Some might do.
That's interesting.
By the time your husband, every day you're catching him with one woman, with another woman, he's doing this, he's doing that. Look, the tolerance level of Nigerian women before used to be almost inhumane. I mean, they expected you to take absolutely anything and everything as long as you remain in that marriage.
Women I know are mostly protective of their bodies. Women don't seek
naturally
out to just, except they're into prostitution and they're like, look, this is how I
but
make
that's
my
why
money.
It hurts men more.
But if they are married and they genuinely care about their bodies, their family,
that's why it hurts men more.
They don't necessarily say, I'm going to cheat because you cheated. No, they're
I don't think that's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with you on that. But it hurts men more when the women cheat, because they know that women cheat more than just the physical attraction.
Right.
There's a connection. So the men, when a man can sleep with a woman, sleep with 20 women, and there's no connection. Before a woman will decide that she wants to take that step.
That is it. I think it requires
yes.
that
And whether or not
connection.
men can forgive that is another big question. Because the society has condoned men and their excesses for so long. I mean, if you go to your mother now and say, my husband cheated, or tell you, my husband, just be patient, just be patient. But if a man goes to his mother and says, my wife cheated, she doesn't want to hear any story. Get rid of her.
Oh Lord!
Do you understand?
So that's why you say infidelity
balance.
has sort of like been a cultural thing, which people are realizing that sometimes culture just doesn't work for progress.
It doesn't work for most
that
women.
Actually do work is honesty and communication.
How many men
when
are
you're
honest?
saying that,
Let's face facts. How many men are honest?
Where I'm going, but then with
they're
women
just not good liars. There's no such thing as an honest, faithful Nigerian man. I'm sorry. But they're just they are good liars. They know how to protect their family. They know how to protect their wives.
But to really make that relationship, I think what really pains people with infidelity is the lies, the deceit, the betrayal.
No,
but if you're honest with them, I think there are some women that are like, okay.
You expect a man that is unfaithful to come and tell his wife, okay, I want to make you happy, my darling. I'm sorry. Yes, I did it.
There are many people that do that. I want an open relationship.
No.
I want to. There are people that will tell you that I'm bringing in a second wife.
But they're in the minority. How many men of today have the balls to do that? The amount of girlfriends that they have outside.
Okay, I want to split the relationship.
Marriage
I want to
is
move
not
outside.
as simple. I've never been married, but I've been with enough married people. In life, you don't have to have been experienced it to understand just from general knowledge. A lot of men, they love the comfort zone. Somebody said to me, funny enough, the other day, that, how did he phrase it? He said, married women die earlier than single women, and married men live longer than single men.
Why do married women die earlier?
And the basis of that conversation was that marriage favors Nigerian men a lot.
So there's always some stress in the marriage.
Whereas married men go through the stress, the agony, and the whatever. Do you understand?
Nigeria,
in Nigeria, it's not as easy to walk.
I see that a lot of women take on so much.
They take on so much.
And this is why I see the revenge part when you say you want to revenge.
So sometimes when you look at some of these women, I mean, gone are the days where I would judge and say, oh, she's a married woman, how can she be doing this? You don't know. The Yoruba say there's a Yoruba says that it's the person wearing the shoe that knows how it hurts. I don't believe that women go out to go and sleep with other men or go and have affairs just because they feel like it. So knowing that
women cheat and knowing what women go through or your generation has gone through in marriages, are you tolerant of female infidelity?
Like I said, I'm not tolerant of female infidelity, but I will not judge. I will not judge female infidelity. I'll be a hypocrite to say I am judging a woman just because she's having an affair.
So you think men can cheat, but women
I'm not even saying, either way, it's painful. Whether you're a man or a woman, if you catch your partner checking or catch your partner having an affair, it is painful. So
there should be no infidelity.
Well, I mean, is anything black and white? It's unrealistic for me to come on air and say, oh, you know, all men should be faithful, all men should be faithful. We are talking, this show is about reality on ground. And that's why our guests are coming. Let's see what they have to say about it. But the truth of the matter is,
I think fidelity should be tolerated for those who want to practice fidelity. I think there should be just open communication. Infidelity can be tolerated by those
how many people have open relationships? How many people? So you will tell your husband, "Oh, let's have an open relationship." Yes, open relationships exist.
I wouldn't,
but they're not in the majority.
There are many people that do it.
Yeah, but they are, but they're not in the majority.
And it helps. So those relationships tend to move forward. They tend to stay.
That's for you to judge.
A family.
You don't. Are you in still have that relationship?
I know people that are in open relationships,
but you see,
and they're still very happy.
Even that open relationships,
but without the openness and the honesty, it breaks up once.
Even with that open relationships, you can get it attached to somebody. There's the possibility of you getting attached to somebody. In other words, even though you and I have both said, I will go my way, you will go your way, we'll come back home.
But you still maintain that family bond.
Yeah, but it's sometimes the emotions are involved here. We're not robots. It's not just, oh, go and sleep with somebody.
But it happens when men cheat.
Look, let me tell you something. Men are wired differently from women.
Really?
Women cheat.
Do they enjoy it differently?
No, it's not. Men are wired differently. A man can sleep with, can have 8 girlfriends, can have 10 girlfriends at a go, and he's sleeping with them per second. How many women can do that?
I think maybe in Nigeria, but
when we're talking generally, we're talking about Nigeria, although generally, but basically men are wired differently.
Don't want more than one. They are very okay with one.
How many men?
2. But having 7 and 8.
How many men?
That's a handful. 2 handfuls.
They will tell you that the 8 of them are not his girlfriends. They will tell you that just people they sleep with. And how long does it take?
Serious.
Do you understand? And they don't get attached. You know, sleep with her, buy her 1 or 2 things, move on to the next person. Wow. A woman cannot do it as easily. Yeah. We receive. Do you understand? They give. And our Nigerian men are notorious because the system supports them. If every woman you marry, she takes you to the cleaners, you'll be better behaved as a married man. But like I said, let's not start on married men. Let's focus today on married women and why there's infidelity in their midst. We're heading for a short break, but stay with us. Perspectives will return in just a moment.
Welcome back to Perspectives here on Uprise News. Now on to introducing our guests for today. First off is Joseph Edgar. Joseph, popularly known as the Duke of Shomolu, has many years of experience in investment banking, in addition to many years of experience producing stage productions. He is co-founder of Hamilton and George and an author of several books. Welcome to Perspectives today, Edgar.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
And also with us is Stephanie Kadiri, who helps individuals and teams ignite and optimize their impacts in society while pursuing their goals. She is a certified life coach with almost 2 decades of experience. Stephanie is also a physiotherapist, corporate instructor, and transformational speaker. Her company, Steph Red, skillfully inspires individuals, teams, and focus groups to position themselves for possibilities. Welcome to Perspectives.
Thank you.
Anyway, as you know, today's topic is very interesting. I say that all the time, but this one is somewhat controversial, But, I love controversial topics, and I love to push the envelope, so to speak. So let's start with you.
Oh.
Okay. Today's all this issue is about infidelity with women. But like I was saying a little earlier, it's not as easy to judge a woman. It's easy to judge a woman when she's unfaithful. But there are many reasons why a woman is unfaithful. Most people believe that women are unfaithful because of loneliness, why men are unfaithful because of sex. Do you understand? Women. So, what do you think are the factors that make women become unfaithful or have affairs outside their marriage?
Now that's going to be a really challenging one to respond to, but I can easily, off the top of my head, so based on interactions and those that I've had to deal with in this particular matter, it's often from, just like you said, from the part of abandonment. And I'll just give a typical example of at least one that a few that I'm aware of. One was that of abandonment, not feeling seen or heard by her husband, and then finds herself in a situation where someone sees her and hears her. And in this particular situation, for example, husband doesn't touch her, husband is hardly around.
That is so common. Well, why does that happen? Why don't they touch their wives?
And I think it's the interesting thing is, how is it that, I overheard a pastor recently, so when they're single, we're trying to force them not to touch each other. Now that they're married, we're trying to force them to touch each other.
Exactly.
And the dynamic is just interesting, but for the cases that I know is the situation of feeling abandoned, feeling unseen, feeling unappreciated, oh, he doesn't think I'm pretty, or there's just something wrong with me. And then someone outside sees her as pretty or acknowledges her or sees her, because really as human beings, we like to be seen and appreciated, particularly by the people that we share a close relationship with, by the people that we think should see us. So when they don't see us and we realize that, oh, I'm not as a gorilla or as insignificant as this person makes me feel, we begin to now feel a connection to that person that waters our garden. And then
but do you think that women who are not partly, I mean, I don't want to sound like everyone knows I'm a bit of a feminist, but do you think that women also, because you hear men complain that sometimes women let go. Do you understand? If you're married to a man that's very visual, do you understand? That likes you a certain way. I'm not saying that you can remain like that, but you at least go to the gym, make an effort, try and look good. Some people will tell you that I'm coming from work and I'm having fantasies about how I'm going to sleep with my wife.
Should we really put this matter on the table?
And I get home, and I get home, and she's wearing boo-boo with her net on her head. I'm not justifying it, but I'm saying that men are visual. What do you think, Edgar, on this matter?
Okay, so you see, my own problem, me, I always come from the left. Everybody talks about, including her, including everybody here, talks about this whole thing from the point of view of the man's fault. There's always has to be a male reason for a woman to do whatever she needs to do. Do you understand? So my position might be in the minority, but there could be that small part of it where the woman just wants to do it.
Of course.
No, but how many women just want to do it for the sake of it?
So we don't know that.
Are you saying that there are women who just want to be naughty just for the sake of it?
So it's important.
Humans are just women.
Because, hold on, I'll give you some example.
That's in the minority.
They're
not as highly sexed as you.
No, I'll give you a small example. It's not even a small example. So every time I finish a production,
Okay.
24 hours after each production is usually hell because you get a lot of attention from women, a lot of attention from women and things like that. You know, some are very aggressive, some are very frontal and all of that. And I'm talking to my female friends, I'm like, see what's happening? It's always my fault. It's always Edgar's fault. I would have given out a signal. I would have led them on. You see, women never ever want to look at it from the point of view that just maybe I just want to go outside and do this thing.
Is it? Can I throw a caveat? Can I throw a caveat? Please, can I throw a caveat? I think it's important that we do not, because we have an unconscious stereotype. Not all men cheat.
Well, then the minority.
Well, okay, so not all men cheat, not all men cheat, and not all women are pushed because of a cheating man. There are cheating women. If there are no cheating women, we will not have issues of DNA problems.
That's why we're discussing the matter. But what I want
then there are also it is both.
But what is
DNA fraud?
It's
huge, right? Sorry, wait first. I'm sorry. While there is DNA fraud, that means they're cheating women just as much as they're cheating men. But just to, I think from this aspect, looking at it from the perspective of, yes, in the woman's aspect, it is probably because of this. In the man's aspect, it's really up to a man to say, why do they cheat on their spouses? Or women, why do they cheat on their spouses?
These men cheating on spouses.
If we start
that topic today, we only have 1 hour. If we start why men cheat on their spouses, we can be here for 15 hours. Because the list is endless. And then more importantly, society condones it. So that's why I'm not focusing more on why the men cheat, because we can't finish that topic. Let's focus on why the women cheats. Because first and foremost, the men they find it difficult to forgive their wives.
But sometimes the reason why women cheat is the same reason why men cheat.
Yeah. Exactly. As in payback time.
They're both humans.
So Edgar, why is it? Because women from time memorial, their husbands cheat, forgive him and be patient and be whatever. Do you understand? Women have had to accommodate these excesses with men. But men find it so difficult to forgive a woman if she is caught cheating. Now I have to ask you, Edgar, why is that? Why is it so impossible for you to survive the adultery of your wife?
Because we're not prepared for it.
So the woman is prepared for it.
Yes, the woman is prepared
Culturally, they're not prepared.
Men are not prepared for it.
See the way he's even saying so nonchalantly.
It's true. If you have a baby today now, your mother-in-law comes to, I give that what we're talking about.
Yes, I use this
one. Mother-in-law comes to give the child a bath. You get, and you're sitting there, the other big women in the families are there, and then the young girl, or the young boy, for example, you see the words, this is my son, you tap his, you show me, man, this is my son, everybody hailing him, king, are you getting me now? But nobody ever taps the baby girl, this is my girl, we show men.
So that means there's also a societal stereotype there.
Yes,
to answer your question, so from the beginning, we are not prepared for that.
Yes.
We don't have that fallback. We don't have that, it takes a man to tell the next man his problem in that area. But for it takes a man. But for the woman, it's very easy. You can tell the whole world. And it was like, what's new? Do you get me now? See, let's go through that. I'll say something here and all over go very so no problem. See, women are brought up for servitude.
Yes.
Simple. And so as we grow older,
but times are changing.
God bless you. Times are changing.
But it's take a generational change.
God bless you. Maybe these our little girls of nowadays are coming up. may not grow into adulthood.
They will not be as tolerant.
With this baggage. Yes. But this is our own generation. All of us were brought up to serve.
Absolutely.
So now we now come exposed. We now come do exposure now. We now come change. That's
but if that's the case, so why is the balance? Yes, but if that's the case.
What I wanted to say, Ruth, and let me say very quickly what time goes, is that you can trace this problem. I don't like to use the word cheat because it's in the negative. You get? I have. In my adult age, I've come to say this whole thing, not in the negative, in some cases. I'm not talking about prostitutes, I'm talking about normal women who step out. But in a cry for freedom.
I like that, step out.
Yes, in a cry for freedom. You see, all of this goes into freedom. Now, and I'll explain to you, society have rules. You get me now? That have been put in place. You get to order behavior, so there's law and order. Over time, those rules have become a life of their own and have begin to oppress us.
Exactly.
So God bless you now. So a young girl who is not interested in this kind of a man, either physically socially, culturally, materially, whatever it is, feels the strong need to go into that box society has kept her to marry this person. So she's not free, she's lost her freedom. But inside of her, innate of her, she knows that is not what I want. I can't have this. Now, but very few people in society today, like people like us, have the mental strength and courage to come out and say, this is who I am, take me to where I want. You get me now?
Okay, let me ask you one question.
Ask me, please.
There's a scenario where, of course you know me and my scenarios. There's a scenario where a guy caught his wife cheating. Okay, literally caught her in the house with the man.
Yeah.
Because he was supposed to travel, didn't travel, came back unannounced, caught them in the shower. Went downstairs and he said he made up his mind there and then that he was going to forgive her.
Yeah.
Because it was only between him and the couple.
Yeah.
He made sure he moved away from the exit of the house.
Yeah.
The guy left. He took his bags and now traveled to where he was going to, the flight that he initially cancelled. He said he had made up his mind. He said, because Ruth, I wasn't seeing this woman. I wasn't touching her. I was hardly ever around. You know, she would try to call my attention, I would not answer. So I knew instantly, can I live with this woman or can I live without her? And I decided I want to stay with her. I said, okay, so why did you still break up? He said, because she went to his parents.
Because she did what?
Because she went to his parents to confess.
Why would she do that?
I guess guilt.
Fair enough.
Do you understand? So I want to ask you that are there men who, if they know, nobody knows about it except two of them as a couple, do you think that there are men that will forgive their wives?
Yeah, most of the women do it. Most of the women do it. And I told you before, men come from here, women come from here. Do you get? So face that scenario, you get what hits the man is not that fiscal that she has cheated. What hits the man is pride.
It's pride. Yes.
Okay.
You get? So it's my pride. You get? So once he gets off that, the next thing is he goes rational. You get? If I kill this woman house, how would it affect my business? How would it affect my child? How would it affect my family? You get? That's why he turns a blind eye to it. You get? He doesn't want to know, he doesn't want to hear, he doesn't want to connect.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what happened to that.
So long as it is not public.
As long as it's not
But when it becomes
When it's not
public in that
then-
situation, it's
then-
more like, okay, you
then
need to now
shame-
more people
then
know.
shame comes to it.
Yeah.
So you see, so people like us now, we not really check phone. We know they do surprise visits.
So that you see
We know
what
they
you're
do
looking
surprise
for.
visits. We know I'm coming by 4:30. Whatever you are doing, do I'm going to stay between 4:30 and 6. So because I buy time. So
But are you going to say that if you caught your wife cheating now, you wouldn't leave her?
What?
If you catch your wife,
said he would think rationally.
you won't leave her?
No. Because you see, the mistake most people make. So I feel like touching. Sorry. The mistake most people make is that the most important equation in life are the kids. Once kids are not there, then you can do any of those.
For marriage.
Because it affects
Yes.
them.
I've been
eventually.
in relationships where I have very strong urge to jump out of whatever structure I have found myself in the last 24 years and align with this person. Do you understand? And this person also has structures too. Do you understand? And then every day, oh my God, someone's going to keep me to that place. But for the sake of Nigeria, let's stop this talk. Yes. You know, and then you are together and you know you can't be together because of the structures.
Yes.
Do you understand? No matter how the thing is shaking, and I respect you, man, for saying, okay, no something, I want to be with you. Do you understand? But I can't be with you because of my kids. Do you get me now? Because kids are very important.
They are.
Yeah.
Stephanie, do you agree? Infidelity should not be a make or break when kids are involved?
And one of the things I like to say is, I think we need to define our deal breakers. And everybody has their respective deal breakers. When kids are involved, the reason why you want to reconsider, even in point of cheating, reconsider the kids is because children form in a particular flow. Their brain development is in a particular flow. However, when there is a disruption, particularly between ages 0 and 18, you upturn their lives. So they move from a normal living, from living normally to a living as survival.
Yeah.
So one of the things that upturn children, the development of their brain, is separated parents, abuse, violence. So such things move them from normal living to survival living. And then when you begin to see such kind of things display in adults, you want to track it back to their roots. So I believe one of the greatest gifts that God gave humanity is the gift of parenting. It's a huge responsibility.
Absolutely.
I say parenting is the first level of leadership. Leadership is the last level of parenting. So as parents, we have to be able to realize that, hey, whatever I do, I am the first mirror that child sees. So whatever I do as a mother, my child as a girl most likely will become the kind of mother she sees me as and the kind of wife she sees me as. She positions herself the way she sees me positioned to my husband. He positions himself the way he sees his father position.
But now that you say that,
Yeah.
sorry to cut you, so that we don't go too far away from the bane of the conversation.
Yeah.
Is that a lot of women who stay in marriages and the husband is a serial cheat. That in itself too is also bad for the children.
Yes, absolutely.
But they will tell you they don't want to leave because of the children, or they want to stay because that's how society condones it. But the fact of the matter remains that it's almost like a double-edged sword. You stay is a problem. You don't stay is a problem, because what you're saying, that the attitude and the behavioral pattern of the mother accommodating her husband with his excessive ways is also sending a message to the young child.
Well.
Listen, it's also sending a message to the young child that daddy can get away with it and mommy will stay.
So daddy also needs to learn, and which is where the part of I honestly believe. I honestly believe that spouses should always come back to the table of engagement and redefine the rules of engagement to realize.
Is that not if the man is there to listen to
it's a thing of realizing. Come see, we got into this reason. I believe marriage is for a reason, to achieve a goal, which includes the children. To not say, come, this you're cheating and philandering. Do we want our sons to be cheats and philanderers?
Do they think
Let's
about
come back.
it?
So it's, it's all part of the communication.
Let's hear the man talk. Let's hear the man talk.
You're getting initial, then you don't miss out. You see,
it's true, because in both the plenty.
Women have a problem.
What do you mean women have a problem?
I'll say it. Women have a big problem.
Which is what?
You see, I'm telling you. And the problem is that women don't realize that the role of a man in the home is dual. And there's a Chinese word.
Which is what?
I am a husband and a father. So if I'm cheating on you, I'm not cheating on my children.
Yeah, but what about the pain that the woman goes through?
I'm coming. God bless you. So that pain that woman is going through because of that my cheating, she now makes it the children's problem.
No, but the children see this. They see their mother goes through a lot.
It's just like how you say. It's just like how you say. If the man is abusive, he's abusive to the mother, not to the children.
You know, in almost every conversation I find myself with people, including people here, now me get the experience past. Physical, real life experience. We are listening. All of you in a theory.
Oh my goodness.
We're listening.
Okay, teacher, preach.
Yes, let me tell you. I'm a very good father by all intent and purposes. I love my children. I have never cheated on my children.
How can you?
I'm coming. But the people I cheat on are their mothers.
But doesn't the pain of the mother reflect on the children?
So I have told you here now that women, once you get married, you start having children. You move away from love. That's a mistake.
What do you move away from love?
To duty. You see, if I'm coming, let me land.
Just 2
minutes.
Okay.
Let me out. Go. My sister, love is for teenagers. Love is a fleeting emotion that comes and goes. You get me now? So if at 54, you are 42, we have been married for many years, you are still doing love, we are fooling ourselves.
I totally do not stand by that.
Let me land. You see?
So are you saying love doesn't exist anymore?
I totally do not stand with that.
Once you marry, start having children, for a man, for a woman, you move very quickly to duty.
With that man.
Duty.
With that man.
Both of you. So see, for me,
that is a choice. Absolutely.
Let's watch the debate.
A choice that will solve a lot of problems. See, let me just work sense here. I have a sense of duty. Listen to me carefully.
Yeah.
I have a sense of duty to stand by my wife, stand by any woman that's children for me. Even if I'm walking here, she's a sex orgy, I will still stand by her.
Yeah, but how many men would?
Okay.
How many men would?
Most people don't get the
So
sense.
you're holding space. Holding space for your spouse.
That's because most people don't get the sense. Because most people are still playing in love.
Her mindset should be duty with you,
Duty.
but love outside. So you're okay with your wife's cheating.
But if we really look at love for what love is, love holds space.
If I don't conclude, you understand
Okay,
me.
conclude.
Let me conclude. Then you cannot tell me to pieces, no problem. But like I've told you, my sister, I don't know how many husbands you have.
Now one.
I don't know how many. You see, I did leave the thing.
Okay.
I know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
See, if my wife cheats on me and I'm playing the space of love, she will irritate me, her children will irritate me, everything that's to do with that will irritate me if I'm in the space of love. So my children will suffer. Because I don't see her and her children.
But are you saying love doesn't exist anymore after a couple of...
No, love still exists. That's why we're having problems.
But it's
I think it's the definition of love. We need to define what love is.
That's why we're having this conversation.
Why?
Because love is still existing. Now,
but love is supposed to be that thing that covers a multitude of sins. So that means we are the ones.
Now, that's the problem. If you have a sense of duty, listen to me very carefully.
Yes.
If you have a sense of duty, which is supposed to be, if I catch my wife, or if my wife catch me, she will go rational very quickly. Do I disrupt this thing? I have children here. My children is about to enter. Based on what you're saying, are you getting me now? He just cheated on me. Is he still a good father? Does he still meet his responsibilities to children? Do the children still love him? You get? Those are rational conversations you cannot have if you're in the space of realm. If you're in the realm of
no, but I want to ask, are you saying that because he pays his school fees, because he plays his role as a father, so if he cheats, I should accommodate it as a woman, because at the end of the day, I don't want to rock the boat. Is that what you're saying, basically?
Okay, so can I come?
So I mean, but you know that that's what has caused a lot of women to be unhappily married.
If I may ask, Edgar, what is the purpose of marriage, in your opinion?
Duty.
Children. I tell you.
Because all of this thwarts.
You see that.
No, so the thing is, because at the end of the day, it's perspective.
The purpose of marriage is procreation.
So that is it. So based on that perspective, it's not an umbrella.
And I will tell you. There used to be a very popular.
That means you don't need to get married now. You can have children without getting married.
God bless you.
That means marriage then.
But you're married.
Yes.
No.
But now,
if it is for procreation.
See, there was a popular musician. Would you listen carefully? You know, I told you that we don't have time. It's only 1 hour. Maybe after this, we'll go to Itagua restaurant. I will buy for the See, I told you people hear that. I think we hear that.
Oh my
that
goodness.
Society gives rules to other behavior.
Yeah.
That over time, those rules have done what? Have start climbing our head, so we don't have sex again. Now, there was a very popular musician who died recently. He didn't have a child with his real wife. He had children all over the place. Are you getting me now? He didn't have a child with his real wife. Do you get me now? And then he decided he cheated on somebody in America. You get? And there was a lot of, you know, your people now, everybody, he's mad. He did this, he did that. Social media killed him and things like that. And then he did a very stupid thing.
What did you do?
He went to apologize to his real wife.
Why not?
God bless you. And I wrote an article and I said, my brother, why are you apologizing?
Why shouldn't he apologize?
I'll tell you why. He's dead today. Do you get? His lineage.
His legacy.
If the most important thing.
No, but apologizing to your wife doesn't mean you're denying the child outside.
He denied the child. He denied the child. He said he denied the child. I don't have anything to do with you. I've never this with you. My darling wife, I'm sorry. He's dead today.
Yeah, but there are also those who have children outside and they don't deny the child.
God bless you.
So at those people
have sense.
I believe that, I believe perspectives, and that is what this show is about. Perspectives differ. But quite importantly, I do not think we should pour, it's an umbrella to say, for when you say marriage is for procreation, there's no need for marriage then. We can have children randomly. But I believe that if when it comes to the issue of marriage, each party would feel cheated if there is a break in their vow. That's the purpose of taking a vow. And I believe that if you're coming together to marry, it should be beyond just procreation. It should be to achieve a common goal, which both of them agree on.
Okay, let's go on break.
So if there's no common goal, then why the marriage? You see, so that means perspectives are differing here.
We're going on break right now. So this, don't miss this very interesting topic because it's most exciting. So we're going on a break right now. See you soon. We'll be right back on Perspectives. Welcome back to Perspectives. Edgar, what did you say? What did you say about when a woman is your wife and she doesn't want to sleep with you anymore because you cheated? What did you say? You told you.
So I was very clearly, and I'm apologizing about watching. I was very clearly. I say, no, let me even tell you what I told my first daughter.
No,
Your
I like
friends
that
will.
car that you're using. The cylinder.
Oh, yeah.
cylinder
So I say we are forced. We are like this. Our marriage is like a car with 4 cylinders. If 2 cylinders is not working, the car go do juku. You don't go stop, but we're going to continue to go. It's a bumpy ride, but we're going to go. That's what we be. Let's be doing that juku. They go because let me tell you something. You talked about disruption here now. I tell my wife that let it be that it is death that caused this.
But it's easier for you to say because you are the offender.
No.
You are the offender.
No.
Is he the one that you've caught having affairs outside that you're telling her let's manage the marriage?
Let's don't make this
You're being very unfair.
Let's don't make this about me personally.
No. I'm not
If we're going to flip the table, you know you're saying something about duty.
No, I'm not talking about you personally.
God bless you.
I'm saying that you are talking from an advantaged point. The man checks, he's forgiving. Whether he has children outside,
You want to
he's
be
still
cheating, man?
forgiving.
No.
Well, women are smarter at it than you guys are.
No,
Women are smarter at it than you guys are.
It's normal.
It's not a misnomer.
So
women are smarter at it.
It's not a misnomer.
It's not a gender thing.
It's not a gender thing.
Not a
Women
gender
cheat.
thing.
Women cheat, but they are smarter at covering their tracks.
Men are smarter too. There are men that are...
Husbands know that their wives cheat.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Because men are here. Look, it's very easy to know when a man cheats.
How can you know?
I will explain to you now. It's live TV now.
Go ahead.
You see,
You can't say you have all the answers. How can you know?
Ruth, you see how this woman, I don't have to have any feeling whatsoever for her. If she give me, I will do. Clean. No.
But women.
Woman. Sorry, no verse. I was talking. No verse now. You're helping Nigerians.
Okay, so how do men know a woman?
But this woman, before she sleep with me, she must connect with me.
Exactly.
God bless you.
Yes.
That's why men
don't
are
need
easy.
to connect.
So a man
Men
will
don't
get
need to
sex. We know that connection is off. Because let me tell you something.
It doesn't mean she's having her sex outside because the connection is off.
No, see, hold on, calm down. There are different ways of cheating. Cheating is not only with sex.
I was going to ask that question.
God bless you. Cheating is not only with sex. Cheating
That
It
even
could be
state of
romantic
mind.
text
Yes,
messages.
text messages. Yes.
It could be-
Like me, I get over house now. We don't switch off. You don't switch off. You don't go.
Okay, so how do
You get
men
me now?
know that?
It's very
woman is
simple now.
cheating?
When a woman is sleeping with you, when she's in love with you, you know. When a woman is sleeping with you, in love with you, you know. She just look you, do your thing and go. You know.
No, let's
Okay,
let Stephanie
you
talk.
doing now? Stephanie, go.
Let's let Stephanie talk. Do you think it's possible for a woman to cheat and still be in love with her husband?
Yes, let me ask you.
Wait.
Make she talk now.
I believe, see, women,
think.
women don't think the thing deep now. Really, it is possible for a woman to cheat on her husband and still be in love with
Yes,
him.
now.
However, still have feelings for the person she slept with, because it is quite, except the woman has seared her conscience, it's very easy it's easier for a woman to sleep with someone that she connects with.
Yes.
Okay, but what about toy boys? What about women that sleep with toy boys? What connection is
Which
there?
of women that
apart from
sleep with
sex?
toy boys? So you've already said it now. The women that sleep with, so their own is toy boys.
That's what I'm saying. So there are different types of.
So that's different.
people who
So
cheat.
those are their bogons in their own is different.
Okay, so in
I'm
other
talking
words, they can actually have sexual relationships with no strings attached.
with no strings attached.
Yeah, I don't
those
like
are
those toy
different.
boys.
What?
No, toy boys exist.
I know, but I don't like them.
So
Why
those
do you
are-
like them?
That
I
means
don't
that
know.
one they do it for business or whatever. I'm actually talking a sane situation where a woman sleeps with another man but still is in love with one. Yeah, so that can happen. Because
That happens a lot.
That happens, yes. So she has feelings for this one, but she's in love with this one. It's like action film, sorry, like Oyibo film. She has feelings for this one, but then she's in love
But
with this one
a
at some
woman would
point.
rarely leave her husband, like he said, for another man. Unless, there's a chance that the man would marry her.
Except there's an
Yeah.
illusion that she thinks the man loves her more than her husband, and then she will leave.
I want to
women
even
have
ask
done
another
that
question. What is it with these gym instructors that men don't like?
Excuse me, no, stop it. I go to the gym.
Jimmy Soto,
I'm a gym freak.
Jimmy Soto has scattered.
No, that's not true.
Why do men do
Where
that?
we jail them?
Why?
Let me tell you why.
Why?
Jimmy Soto, I wrote an article about them.
Are they as notorious as their reputation?
I don't
They are
think
worse than
so.
notorious, and I'll tell you why.
Okay, see, I don't think the reason
But
I
she
say I
goes
don't
to the
think so,
gym.
I go to the gym. I am a gym buff. So it's not the gym instructor. Maybe you want to ask the ladies that go to the gym.
No,
For that
let me-
purpose.
let me
For that
explain.
purpose.
You will give me
Yes.
the-
What you're asking
Because
is
what
rampant.
we even
Very.
wear to the
Let
gym
me
as
explain
women
it.
sometimes.
Let me explain it to
No, but why do men hate them?
Hate who?
Let me
Hates
explain
gym
Gym
it.
instructors, yes.
Let me explain it.
Because
now.
when they're pressing,
No, let
to
me
help them
explain
take
it.
a
Okay,
particular
explain it.
Let me
act.
explain it. It's very simple. You see, the woman is having body image issues. The woman is having self-confidence issues, which comes naturally with age and all of that. Baba is having erectile dysfunction problem. Because honestly, go through. We that we are 50 years and above now. Someone like me now before.
The amount of men will agree with you on that.
Before. Once I think I'm gone. But now I have to pace myself, periodicize it. Where I come is up now. You don't miss that cycle in next week. So the papa is not even worried about
his wife
again. No. So both of us are having different issues. That's why I see men of our age will go for younger girls. And I have a friend who say, look, it's
younger girls, why?
Yes.
Yeah, because he said it turns them, it makes them excited.
No, because there's no pressure. So as this one now, if I'm with a 26-year-old girl, if I come out, no come up, what does that disturb me? It doesn't bother me in any way. Just do and go. It doesn't come up, okay, sorry. Go. Do you get? But with my wife, there's pressure. Do you get
pressure because you feel you once used to and you no longer do.
Are you getting me now?
So that means it's really not hers. You.
Yeah, no, he accepts that.
So the woman now goes to the gym and sees
six-pack.
A relatively attractive young man who is showing her interest. As the belly big like this, the boy is telling her this, your belly is good. You are looking good, mommy. Do like this, bend like that. The woman is looking forward to go into that.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that she will sleep with him.
No, but they always do eventually.
They do eventually.
Do you know what the woman told me yesterday? The woman said, Edgar, you see, sleeping with a woman is not when you sleep down on the bed. Because you're sleeping with her in her head days for that time. Do you get?
Okay.
So of course, it happens before that eventually.
Do you know what happened to one day? One driver, real life story. One driver compliments his madam. Not my friend.
Driver.
Yeah, he says, oh, mommy, I like your hair. He sacked him on the spot.
Ouch.
I said, mommy, why did you sack him on the spot? He said, that guy's trying to get to my head. Because with time, I started getting used to those compliments.
Well, a driver has no business complimenting you.
That's driver. Talking of gym instructor who is wearing something that's showing his crotch.
And spraying
But the woman who is wearing things that showing her body.
But Edgar, you have to accept that women are not visual. Like you said, it's the mind.
It's the mind.
Just because a man has six-pack and whatever doesn't necessarily mean that
this thing is both ways, right? It's not just the gym instructor or the woman. Before it gets to that point of happening, two of them have agreed at some point.
No.
So even if the gym instructor is giving red light and the woman does not conform to the red light, nothing would happen.
But women are not as
yes, definitely.
Now.
My brother, see.
The woman be my sister.
Let me get experience. This is my job. I've done this work 26 years with women. You see, a woman, 4 out of 5 times, woman sets out that relationship to say nothing. He's just my friend. Nothing. It's just conversation. That's how it is. 4 out of 5 times for women most of the time. Few women come to Edgar to be my friend, hope that I'll sleep with him eventually. No. Do you get me now? As it's progressing, do you get? Just maybe Edgar just give me listening ear. Maybe the gym instructor. Maybe gym instructor. This is my fat arms that I can't stand. He's complimenting those fat arms. Do you get?
But it's not as easy.
So that means the woman too has to be able to. If he's grooming, that means he's grooming her.
Okay,
but you need to say guy.
Not talking.
Hey, Stephanie, final word because we've run out of time. I mean, I wish we had. I always say after every show, I always wish we had more stuff. So, what's your last word? And no last word for you because you have dominated.
No, I have to say last word.
Oh yeah, fine, Stephanie.
The last, I'm going to go back to that very first thing you said when the women are under pressure and they need to go to gym, probably because they are dressing in a funny way. I think on the part of the man, they should realize that, particularly when women have children, they should be more kind to her because the body has gone through so much, and should encourage and still give her kind words and tell her thank you for being the mother of my children. These stretch marks are a result of what you have done, rather than say, oh, you're getting too old, go shift your body or go do something to the body.
Okay, Edgar.
I just want to apologize.
50 seconds.
I just want to apologize.
You are not forgiven.
To whoever I've offended today, you are watching. I'm sorry.
Thank you so much, Edgar. Thank you so much, Stephanie. Thank you so much for the most robust conversation we have had to date. Anyway, with propositions or opportunities directly or indirectly thrown at them, women have the final decision to act on or ignore such propositions. The simple truth is, both males and females have the capacity for loyalty, and it is influenced by various factors such as communication, trust, commitment, support, and empathy. By challenging stereotypes and understanding the importance of these factors, we can foster stronger, more loyal relationships. And as I always say, life is a learning curve. So that's all we have time for today. You've been watching Perspectives here on Uprise News with me, Ruth Osime.
And with me, Olatorera Majekodunmi-Oniru. As the world rises with more knowledge and wisdom, so does the decisions of prenups, healthy fidelity, and healthy infidelity. Sexual pleasure is a human right to every living thing, and so is the ability to mate, date, copulate, and alter decisions. Freedom of human nature and greater humanity are two keys to a better world today. Our world needs a much stronger dosage of healthy love, respect, and happiness. Thank you for watching Perspectives today. Thank you to our special guests for joining us today. Have a great weekend. See you all soon. Goodbye.